So mutual aid organizers in New York City are filling in the gaps and saving, to some degree, asylum seekers as the city fails them. It'll come to you as no shock that the city of New York is failing asylum seekers.
For any city.
Especially in this sweltering heat. In New York City, sweltering heat, Bushwick City Farms is an oasis of shade and community. Friends of the farm tend vegetable patches while a father pushes a little girl gleefully riding on a toy car. The farm smells of fresh barbecue as they're grilling some meat that was donated. The farm is one of the few remaining public spaces in the historically Black community. The situation...
gentrification.
Yeah, I know. Well, and beyond just gentrification, it's just like, we need to make money from every square inch of the city. The situation is worse than you can imagine, says Eli, a 21-year-old asylum seeker from Mauritania. How do you even get here from Mauritania?
There's no... You mean there's no...
you can't get here. You can't get there from here. You can't get here from... You can't get there from here.
Scroll up.
Well, I'm looking for... New York City saw a sharp rise in migrants arriving last spring after southern states like Texas. It says busts thousands, but I was going to say abused thousands, I thought. Busts thousands to northern states with sanctuary cities as a political ploy. The number of buses arriving daily has since decreased, but city officials state that 87,000 asylum seekers have arrived since then. So it is nice that New York City considers itself a sanctuary city, but the next step beyond just sanctuary city is actually giving help to these people. And this article is about how mutual aid is picking up some of the pieces that are falling through as the city does clearly not enough for asylum seekers. I don't know if you want to just spend a minute describing mutual aid to people.
Sure. So mutual aid is a concept that has existed as long as there has been oppression, but the term was coined by Peter Kropotkin in a book that he wrote called Mutual Aid. And it essentially just translates to solidarity. You know, this idea that we are not helping others, we are the community helping each other and helping ourselves as part of that community. It's a mutual aid and a mutual connection. So it combats the concept of charity as a top-down necessary institution in capitalism, because capitalism demands that there are people to be exploited, and charity demands that there are those who must be helped. And charity also demands that the people being helped can't have any say in how they are helped, right? It's like, take the fucking bread. Like, just be thankful that you get it. Whereas solidarity is, we are going to work together to ensure that we get the help and the aid that we need. And you are a part of this conversation, obviously. And you know, as the person who needs aid, exactly what you need. I don't get to tell you what you need.
All great points. And yeah, I love the idea of like, I don't get to tell you what you need. There's so many charities that are like, well, we'll help you, but we want to drug test you and make sure you haven't had a drink in the past 2 weeks. And, we want to put a roof over your head, but it's got to be the right kind of roof. We don't want you, having loud music there. All these.
Right. And it goes against the kind of, the talking down to and the oppressive way that charity organizations treat people in need, not least of all, like how a lot of homeless shelters are set up. And then if you refuse to go into a homeless shelter, either because, you're not allowed to stay with your family, or because there's rampant abuse there, or you showed up, a few minutes after curfew or whatever, then you are like blacklisted on, these lists, and it says like refused help. So the whole system of charity and, these kind of organizations, nonprofits, is very exploitative and really latches onto and perpetuates white supremacy and capitalist oppression, whereas mutual aid is about trying to tear all that shit down and build alternatives to it, so that I am not better than you because I have the ability to help right now. I will need help at some point, and then you can help me because we're neighbors. We are in this collective together. We are a community. And so that is the concept behind mutual aid.